Hi everybody, this is Bug-Ass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Arkham City Catwoman figure. So before we take a look at Catwoman, let's take a look at the accessories that she comes with. So first up, she comes with the torso of the Solomon Grundy Build-A-Figure, and as you can see, I do have every figure in this wave, so I will be reviewing the other figures in this wave shortly. Here is her data file with a nice shot there from the game. And then there's the back. If you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. And finally, she comes with her whip. And this is sculpted really nicely. It would have been nice if it would have had a bendy wire in it, but that's a minor gripe. It has some texturing there on the handle, some ridges, so it stays in her hand very well. The movie Catwoman's whip did not stay in her hand at all. So yeah, this one looks really good and it stays in her hand. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So taking a look at this head sculpt, McFarlane Toys did an incredible job on this. It looks exactly like she did in the game. All the printed details and everything looks very nice. Her eyes are printed on, and those lines are very crisp, they're very clean. You almost can't tell that it's printed on. But yeah, this head sculpt looks really good. You get the goggles done in red there, and comparing this to the DC Collectibles version, this one looks terrible. This one has a very, very rough head sculpt that does not resemble how she actually looks in the game. I actually think this was from Arkham City, but still, the head sculpt should have looked like this, not whatever this is. So yeah, there you can see the differences, and this head sculpt just looks so much better. You can see her little collar is sculpted right there. The zipper is sculpted and painted very nicely. The lines on that came out very clean. She has some texturing to her suit. You can see the texturing right there, here on the bicep. This figure is sculpted very nicely. It looks really good. I've seen some complaints about this piece right here, but it really doesn't bother me. Once you have the figure in hand, it's really not that noticeable. You know, and she has some really great articulation because of this. If this would have been a harder piece or a different type of joint, I don't think she would have had the good articulation that she has. There are her boots. You can see the laces are sculpted, and the laces are even sculpted over top of that joint there, and that looks really nice. I think those joints are pretty well hidden. I think they blend in really well. So yeah, this figure looks really good, and it's definitely better than the old DC Collectibles one that I just showed off. So now let's go ahead and go over her articulation. So first up, she has a ball-jointed head that can look up all the way. She can look down just about all the way. She can move her head side to side, and you get a little bit of tilting. She has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. She has butterfly joints that can spin around. She has swivel at the bicep that can move side to side. She has double-jointed elbows. Let's demonstrate with this one. Double-jointed elbows that can bend in all the way. I think that's a really nice joint right there. She has wrists that can move side to side and spin all the way around. She has a ball-jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back all the way, and she can actually crunch forward all the way. So that is really nice. She can move side to side up here and side to side down here in the waist as well. You can't quite do a complete split. She has a thigh swivel, but it's very slight. That really surprised me because this figure has some really nice articulation. So it's really odd that that thigh swivel is really slight. She has double jointed knees that can bend in that far, ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, spin all the way around, and toe articulation that can move up just a little bit. It is a very tiny joint there, so I really don't know why they included that, but they did. I mean, you really don't notice that joint's there, so it doesn't really bother me. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here she is next to the Arkham Knight Catwoman figure, and surprisingly, this one isn't too much shorter than this one. I really thought this one would be a lot shorter, but yeah, it's just a tad bit shorter. Here she is next to the Arkham Asylum Batman figure that can't stand because of his humongous cape. Here she is next to my repainted Killer Croc figure. And finally, there she is next to the Joker. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up because she is a really awesome figure. She is definitely the star of the Solomon Grundy wave. She has some really good sculpt, some great articulation, and she has a really incredible head sculpt. So yes, definitely pick this figure up. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.